Okay, everybody. Hello, this is Chris of Team Just Attack, and I am here with my entry to Cyberknight8610's contest entry for a creative deck. This deck is a little strange. It's Chulaiin Dragon. Basically, what it is it revolves around this card, Chulaiin the Awakened. I got this card in a pack recently and looked at it, and I just thought it was kind of funny, so I just decided to try to build a deck around it. The deck works okay. It's not the greatest deck, but it's it's playable. So of course, to start off, we got three Chulaiin. It's the main heart and soul of the deck. You remove from play a normal monster in your graveyard, and he gains that much attack. Um, then of course, basically the rest of it is beaters and dragons, kind of. So you got three Alexandrite. It's great. It's 2,000 attack, and it's a dragon. Triple Blue Eyes, mostly because you can get them back in a number. You can get them back in a few ways, and it's great fodder for Chulaiin because it instantly gets them up to 3,500. Triple Gemnite Sapphire. Basically, it's just for a wall when I need extra defense. Triple Werewolf because Gene Warped Werewolf, not TG, by the way. It's kind of obvious. I don't even know why I had to say that. But again, it's basically Alexandrite Dragon, only a Beast Warrior. I really like it. Two Luster Dragon, because it's another good beater and it's a dragon. Three Coach Goblin. Basically, what this does is when he's face up on your side of the field, you take a normal monster in your hand, put it at the bottom of your deck, and draw one card. So it's really good because it gets you that extra draw power that this deck can sometimes worry about, or when you have like a Chulaiin and you have no ritual spells, that can be kind of a problem. One Necroface, because this deck does tend to do some removing, so you summon it and you get those all back into your deck. So it's just a really wonderful card. Then triple Rescue Rabbit, because this deck can kind of lack consistency occasionally. Rescue Rabbit is great. These are pretty much all normal monsters, and they're all level 4, so you can go into rank 4s all the time. And then two Vanguard, because not only does this get dragons in the grave, but then when it dies, you can bring back a normal dragon type. There's no limitation, so you can use its effect, ditch a Blue Eyes, and then later get back the Blue Eyes. So that's it for the monsters. Now on the spells, we got one ARA because it's the best ritual card, especially for this deck, because you just activate it, you ditch out like an Alexandrite or a Werewolf, summon Chulaiin, then remove it, and you have a 2,500 beater right away. So really great card in this deck. Then two emblems because you can't run three ARAs. Two Dark Factory of Mass Production gets you back that hand that you so desperately need. Gets back any monsters that you might want. You might get back a Sapphire to just block yourself for a while. One Heart of the Underdog. This is another draw power for the deck. Basically, when you draw a normal monster during your draw phase, you can draw one more card after revealing the monster. So this can potentially set you up for multiple draws in one turn because it does work multiple times. Because you could like activate it, and then on the next turn you draw Alexandrite, reveal it, draw Werewolf, reveal it, draw Sapphire, reveal it, draw Luster Dragon, reveal it, draw Blue Eyes, reveal it. You can go really crazy with that. I actually did at one time build a Heart Exodia, which was really horrible because of how inconsistent it was. But it was Exodia, and it was normal monsters, and it was 3 heart, and I actually pulled off a win one time. It was pretty hilarious. I got like 30 cards in my hand. But that's beside the point. Double Silent Doom. You special summon a normal monster from your graveyard in face up defense position, and it cannot attack. So, good for Sapphire, because it's a wall. Good for Blue Eyes, because it's a slightly better wall. You know, it gets things on the field, and not only that, but then you can activate, like, Emblem. Because if you have Emblem and Chulaiin in your hand, you obviously can't Ritual Summon, because you have no other cards to tribute. So yeah, Silent Doom, just bring back something, and then instantly sack it off for Chulaiin. Two Symbols of Duty. This card has actually won games for me. It's really good. You send a normal monster to the graveyard. Then you select and special summon a monster from either graveyard and equip it with this card. And then when it's removed from the field, destroy the equipped monster. So, really, really good card because it's best against Lightsworns or Chaos, any kind of Chaos variant. Because you could you'd be like, let's see here, you just milled into your Gores or something, so you just summon Sapphire and immediately sack it off for symbols, and now you have a 2700 monster. So, really great card, but I only run into 2 because occasionally it can be a dead draw. Trade-in, basically just for a little bit of extra protection, because you got that Blue Eyes in your hand, you don't really want a Blue Eyes in your hand, so you just trade it in. And then you have the Blue Eyes in the grave for Chulaiin. 1-2-man cell battle. So, if you don't know what this card does, I'll just tell you. During each player's end phase, the turn player can special summon 1 level 4 normal monster from their hand. All of the normal monsters, except for the Blue Eyes in this deck, are normal monsters. Level 4 monsters. So, it's just really great. 2 common charity. It's Allure of Darkness, but instead of removing instead of removing from play a dark, you remove from play a normal monster, which is pretty good because not any dark types really. I mean, there's where is it? There it is. There's Necroface. That's the only dark type, and you don't want to remove it just so that you can remove from play another 5 cards, because Necroface is how you get back those. But anyway, that's beside the point. 2 Cry Havoc. This is a really fun card because basically it's Ultimate Offering, except for instead of paying 500 life points, you remove from play a monster in your graveyard. Then you can normal summon or set a normal monster from your hand, which is really good because pretty much once Chulaiin is in the graveyard, there is no more use for it. So you can just remove it for Cry Havoc, get that extra field control. Now onto the extra deck. I'm gonna skip the first 3 because it's the best one, but 2 Utopias because it's rank 4 and it's pretty good. 2 Roach. Basically, it depends on my situation, and 3 Digusto Emerald. This card is so great in this deck, it is unbelievable. It's 2 level 4 monsters, so Rescue Rabbit instantaneously summons it. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. You can either detach 1 XYZ material from this card to target 3 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them in the deck, and draw 1 card. So if you, for some reason, have lost your Chulaiins but not your rituals, you can get that back. Or you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card to target 1 non-effect monster in your graveyard and special summon it. This card is really hilarious because, activate Trade-in, ditch Blue Eyes, draw 2 cards, summon Rescue Rabbit, tribute it off, 2 Luster Dragons, exceed summon, Digusto Emerald, effect, bring back the Blue Eyes. That's basically what this thing does, is it brings back Blue Eyes. Or, if you would prefer, you can use it to set up more exceed summons. That's all I have to show you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Chris of Team Just Tech, and I am signing out.